Cornelis Speelman was Governor-General of the Dutch East Indies from 1681 to 1684. Cornelis Janszoon Speelman was the son of a Rotterdam merchant. He was born on the 2nd of March 1628. In his 16th year, he left aboard the Hellegesberg for the India. He was employed as an assistant in the service of the Dutch East India Company. In 1645 he arrived in Batavia, Dutch East Indies. He became bookkeeper in 1648 and underbuyer in 1649. He became secretary to the Dutch Council of the Indies. He travelled with the ambassador Joan Cunius to Persia that year, and wrote an account of the voyage. They were received by the Shah Abbas II with great festivity. Even before his voyage came to an end, in 1652, he was promoted to buyer. On his return to Batavia, he took up a post in the office of the Bookkeeper General, for whom he deputed for a long time, and whom he succeeded in 1657. Meanwhile, he had married the 15-year-old Petronella Maria Wonderer, daughter to the Receiver General. In 1659 he was placed in charge of the company's clerical and administrative staff in Batavia. In 1661, he became Schepen van Batavia. On the 12th of June 1663, Cornelis Speelman was appointed governor and director of Dutch Coromandel, but was suspended by the 17 Lords. Being accused of having illegally engaged in private trading, he had bought a diamond for his wife and later resold it because she had not liked it. Despite his strenuous protests, the court in Batavia wanted to make an example of him, and he was sentenced to a 15-month suspension and a fine of 3,000 guilders. In 1666, he was named admiral and superintendent of an expedition to Makassar. On the 18th of November 1667, he concluded the so-called Bongais Treaty. In the same year, he was named Commissioner of Amboina, Banda and Ternate. Consequently, he became Councillor Extraordinary to the Dutch Council of the Indies. He travelled once again, in 1669, as admiral of another expedition to Makassar, where he completely subjugated the kingdom, receiving a gold chain and medallion in recognition of this. The following year, he became a full Councillor of the Indies on the 23rd of March 1671. The following year he was admiral of a fleet sent against the French. In December 1676, he led an expedition to Central Java, where the ruler of Mataram was in difficulties and he needed to support the alliance with that prince. On Java's east coast, he went to war against the so-called Tirana Jaja. It took some time before peace was re-established. He was called back to Batavia at the end of 1677 and on the 18th of January 1678 named First Councillor and Director General of the Indies. Also in that year he was appointed President of the College van Schepen in Batavia. On the 29th of October 1680 he was named Governor General, a post he took up on the 25th of November 1681, succeeding Rijklof van Gerns. During the term of office of Cornelis Speelman as Governor-General, the Sultan of Ternate was conquered. He ceded all his lands of his kingdom to the company. Speelman also subdued the city of Bantam. Cornelis Speelman died on the 11th of January 1684 in the castle at Batavia. His funeral was accompanied with great noise and splendor, for which no pains or monies were spared. He was buried in the Kruiskirk to the noise of 229 cannon shots. He was followed as Governor-General by Johannes Kamfijs.